Hey everyone, Trevor at Top Loaded Gaming. Now, I just want to take a second to talk about The Last of Us 2, the game, and The Last of Us 2, Season 2, Episode 1 and 2 of the TV show, briefly to get my thoughts out there. Now, I have a feeling since they did kill Joel again, regardless of what people are going to tell you, a lot of us were expecting back then, before the game came out, a lot of us were expecting Joel to die at some point. Maybe not as quickly as he did, of course, only just controlling him once as players and then he fucking dies, right? But it's a drama story in a fucked up world. A lot of us thought Joel was going to die, and someone important was definitely going to die. Joel or Ellie, right? It's a drama and it's a very fucked up world. I just want people to realize for a second, this doesn't change the fact that the narrative structure of The Last of Us 2 game was absolutely fucked. And Craig Mazin's retelling in this TV show, in my opinion, proves it is. Now, I know people are going to screech and say they haven't learned the fucking thing and all this bullshit. They're missing that we are vindicated with just how Craig Mazin changed the narrative structure alone. We never saw Abby's motivations until 7 hours into the game. And that 7 hours, mind you, is you getting quickly through the game, like, you know, not really exploring that much, not really messing up a whole lot, just kind of quickly getting through the game. We don't see her motivations for 7 hours, right? We're like, the whole time, if you didn't see anything about the spoilers or anything like that, you're like, who the fuck is this person? Why do I care? Right? Does that, you know, sort of resonate with anyone with their first experience with the game? So in the TV series, to contrast, the very first scene that we see, we know the motivations as to why the group is angry. Joel killed a bunch of people that they care about and their fireflies. We understand what their motivations are. So to a TV watcher that has never experienced the game, they know her motivations from the jump, from the first scene of the first episode of the TV show. Now, the second episode, the first scene, Abby's having a dream sequence. Now, in the game, this scene happens 7 hours into the game. We get to see her perspective of walking toward the operating room. And in this dream sequence, that's all they show. She's walking toward the operating room, and she's talking about, you know, don't go in there. His brains are all over the floor. We don't know who she lost, but we know she lost somebody, or the TV watchers, right? They don't know who she lost, but she lost somebody incredibly important to her. And she's still, to this day, like, having to deal with that. That's the first fucking scene of the second episode. And I just want people to, like, kind of ponder how different that is from the story structure of the second game. Picture this for a second. Craig Mazin had to sit Neil Druckmann down and gently tell him, listen, Neil, I cannot tell the story the same way you did. Stories aren't told this way. I can't have 2 episodes be only Ellie and Joel, and then only Abby for 2 to 3 episodes. Then only Ellie for 4 episodes. And then only Abby for 4 episodes. On and on and on and on. Till we get to the end of the fucking story. Neil had to face his story structure was shit. And now we all know that we were right. To not like the fucking story. We were right. You've got this actually talented, in my opinion, writer. Like, no matter what, he's given this fucking story. He's trying to correct it the best that he can. I don't want people to, like, lose sight just because, you know, they killed Joel anyway, that no changes were made. Major fucking changes were made to this narrative structure. If this was the same structure as the game, again, we would be having entire episodes with just fucking one party, and then entire, maybe as much as 4 episodes standalone with just fucking one character. We are kind of indicated, like, hey, if you didn't like this story, you probably have your fucking reasons, right? Because as cool as the gameplay and the graphics were, it wasn't enough to make me stomach Neil Druckmann's version of the story ever again. And I play my games like a lot. I've played Red Dead Redemption 2 like 8 times at this point. Like, I can't play it again because I played it so fucking much. Like, I know the cutscenes, you know, front to back. The Last of Us 2, never played. I tried. I tried just to experience the gameplay, and I can't. I can't, being one character for so long and then switching, and the story's just not moving at a fast enough pace to give a fuck about anything. And then you don't know, like, motivations, and so therefore you don't end up liking the character or empathizing with her. Honestly, I don't know how the TV show watchers alone are going to react to this, because Craig Mazin has taken steps that Neil Druckmann didn't to sort of have them maybe empathize with her. So, all I'm saying is, Craig Mazin has taken steps, and those steps alone prove that the narrative structure was fucked from Neil Druckmann in the video game.